up, Kyle? So look, whoever else is watching, so the first thing you want to do is you want to go to add programs, and you want to type in Anaconda, and then you want to uninstall that. Okay, once you get that uninstalled, you want to get a version of Anaconda, which I have right here. You see it's the 2019 version. Excuse me. You can get the newer version, but the 2019 version works well. So go ahead and double click and install that, and I'm going to drop a link for you to be able to get this, so don't worry about that. So I'm going to drop this link on the video. Anyway, so go ahead and run and install that, and then you're going to install this, click on run, and it's going to do all this normal stuff it normally does. You're going to click on just me. That's important. Click on just me, and everything else is just default from here. Just go through all the prompts and everything, and go ahead and get that installed. Once you have Anaconda installed, you're going to go to your start menu. You're going to look for Anaconda, right? And you want to click on Anaconda PowerShell prompt. Okay, so let's go ahead and click that, and it's going to go ahead. Okay, also another thing that's really important, you want to make sure that your PC has no spaces in it. So for instance, like, let's say your computer's name is like C, and then let's say your username is like, Ace, Ace Don or something like that. And then let's say you're trying to go to your desktop folder, right? And let's say on your desktop you got a folder called cars, I don't know, whatever the folder's called. Okay, so because you have a space between Ace and Don, this Python will not work. So if you look at my username, it's C users, and I literally created another user called user just to make sure, because I had a space in mine. So my first space last name, can't do that. If you need a space, use an underscore. That's the first thing you want to do. Alright, and I'm going to have documentation for everything I'm going over, so you can go ahead and click and read it yourself. But the first thing you're going to want to do from here is you're going to want to type this command, just like I type it. So you're going to type conda, you're going to type create, and then you're going to type that for new. And this is where you can name it whatever you want to name it. Okay, what I name it is TensorFlow. If you notice, I got a capital T and a capital F. That's what I named it. But you can name it whatever you want to name it. Okay, and then after that you want to type TensorFlow like this. TensorFlow. Okay, you want to go ahead and do that, and because I already have one installed, let me just call this TensorFlow 2 because I already have an environment installed. So you're going to hit enter, and it's going to start creating a TensorFlow environment in the Anaconda installation that you have, and you're going to want to click yes so it can install all that crap, and it's going to do its thing. I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to come back when it's done. Oh, look, it says done, but it's not. So okay, once it finishes, you're going to see this, and it's going to be asking you if you want to activate the environment. You have to type in this command. If you made a mistake and you don't want to activate the environment, you type in this command. As you'll notice, the name I gave it pops up right here. That's pretty cool. And so you can copy and paste this if you want to. You got to do Control C because you're in the PowerShell. We'll do Control C, we'll do Control Paste, and we're just going to hit enter, and then boom. Now as you notice right here, now you're in a TensorFlow environment. That means it was created. And so you can actually run more commands from this command line, but we're going to do the user interface. It's a lot easier to navigate that way. So you're done, you're finished. So you go ahead and click X on that, and believe it or not, now you have TensorFlow installed. So let's click on the start menu. Let's go back to Anaconda, and you should see a new TensorFlow environment that you created. So let's see, Anaconda let's see, TensorFlow. I don't see my environment. I don't see my environment. That's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to click Anaconda Navigator. Let's just go ahead and launch it, because normally the environment that you created would pop up, but for some reason mine's didn't. It's really weird. Maybe it's because I already have it installed. I'm not sure. Oh, I have to close Anaconda before I can open it. I'm sorry about that. So let me close that. Maybe because Anaconda was already running, that's why it didn't show my new environment. You think that's what happened? Nope, that's not what happened. So anyway, let's go ahead and open up Anaconda. It's loading up, doing this thing. Sometimes this takes a while. Okay, so here it is. So here's Anaconda. So if this was done correctly, my environment should be right here. And as we can see, there's my environment, TensorFlow 2. So we're going to go ahead and click that. And whatever you named it should pop up in this drop-down menu. And that's how you know you did it correctly. And so we're going to let it load. As you can see, it's still loading down here. It takes a long time sometimes. It's like, dang, man, hurry up. So let me go ahead and pause the video again and come back when it's finished loading up. Yeah, so our environment finished loading up. This is what it looks like when you get into your environment. The first thing you have to do is go ahead and install Jupyter Notebook. That is the first thing you want to do. So click install, and it's going to run down here. It's going to take a little while too. Like, prepare to wait. So let me come back after this finishes one more time. See you in a minute. Okay, so once it finishes loading, instead of saying install, it now says launch. Don't worry about that. We're not going to even launch it from there. The next thing you want to do is click on environments. That is the next thing you have to do. Click environments. Okay, from here, you want to make sure that you're in the TensorFlow 2 environment, or whatever you named it. You want to be in that environment, and you want to click here. See where it says installed? Click the arrow and go to not installed. Okay, so there are a couple default packages that you need to have to make your TensorFlow environment run properly. The first thing you need is NumPy, right? So you want to type NumPy in the search field and hit enter. Oh, it already popped up. So apparently we already have NumPy. I'm going to show you how I know that, because you see where it says not installed. If I click installed, it's showing I already have NumPy. So make sure you do too. Let's go back to not installed, and let's go for Matplotlib. So Matplotlib. Matplotlib. Here it is. So you want to go ahead and click that. And you can click multiple things, and then you can apply and run them all at one time, which I suggest you do, because this is going to take a minute. It sucks. Anyway, we got that clicked. We also need OpenCV, right? So we're going to click OpenCV. We're going to click that. And what else do we need? We got Matplotlib, we got OpenCV, we got NumPy. I believe that's everything that we need. Do we need pickle? P-I-C-L-E. It's not even on here. Well, there's a couple pickles, but we might already have pickle. We already got pickle. Alright, so yeah, let me go back to not installed. So yeah, that should be all you need for now, but keep in mind, if you ever go to import a package and you get an error, it's because you don't have that package installed. Alright? So, but we have the basis of what we need right now. So I think we're good. So anyway, you want to go ahead and click on apply for all the packages that you clicked on. So we're going to click that. So once you click apply, it's going to take a long time to load like it did before. And then I'm going to meet you back here. Yeah, man. So I'm back. So in the interest of saving time, I'm gonna run my environment that I created. Here's the one that I am instructing you to create, and I've basically done the same things that I did for mine. So I'm gonna go ahead and run mine just to save time, because to set it up takes a while. But once you install NumPy, Matplotlib, and all those good things like that, you want to click this arrow right here. So you click the arrow and you click open with Jupyter Notebook, right? And what it's going to do is launch a web page, whatever your default browser is, whether it's Chrome or Firefox or whatever. It's going to launch a web page, and that web page will have your virtual environment to code in. So let me show you how that works. So let's go ahead and click play and open with Jupyter Notebook. You get some terminal windows, and there we go. It opened up my default browser. Okay, boom. Then you're gonna see this, right? Now, don't let this scare you. It looks confusing and all that, I know, but this is just a bunch of drive and folders that you have, because now it's connected to your computer, which is what you need. So the next thing you do is click on New. From New, click on Python 3. Python 3 opens up a new, and you're good to go. And now you can start coding. So this is what Collab is doing, but now you have it on your local machine, and you can point to local directories on your computer. So you're good to go. Keep in mind that when you run a statement, so let's say I import NumPy as NP. Let's say I run that. You're going to see a star pop up here. When you see a star here, that means it's loading or whatever. So you might see a star here, or if you look up here on the web page tab, it'll be an hourglass, and that's how you know that it's working. You can run this two ways. You can click run here, or you can hold shift and push enter, which is a lot faster. So just hold shift, push enter, and it happens so quick that you didn't even get to see the star pop up, but just keep in mind that it happens. So sometimes when you have a large amount of code, it'll take a while and you might not know what's happening, but look for that star and you'll know, okay, it's loading. Or look for that hourglass up here, you'll be like, okay. If you run into an issue where the kernel stops working because maybe you ran out of RAM, maybe your commands were too much for your local environment, click on kernel and you can clear all output, and this will just restart the kernel and clear all errors. So it's similar to the command clear. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Clear from like the terminal window, CLR in the terminal window. That's similar to that command. Like let's say I did this, shift enter. Oh, hold on. Let's just say import NumPy A. That's not right. So I get an error. So if I click up here and restart and clear output, it literally clears everything and restarts the kernel. So I'm saying, so that's pretty helpful. If you made a mistake somewhere in there, you can't figure out where it is, just start all the way over. And then also you can restart and run everything. So let's say you have a bunch of different commands and a bunch of different text boxes or whatever. You could just run all of them by clicking on restart and run all. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is to get you started. This should get you definitely started in how to get to the collab window. Just dump all the code you find into this and run it, and you're good to go, man. And you can start playing with TensorFlow and doing what you need to do. This prints out pictures. This is like everything you need to start working. Pass is just a way to skip boxes or whatever. Don't worry about that. That's no big deal. Like if I hit enter here, it won't do anything. But if I type pass and then hit enter, shift enter by the way, it lets me create new boxes. That's why you saw that pass there. Just to give you an example. Anyway, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching this. Hope it wasn't too long. Hope it helps out. Let me know in the comments. Peace.